Language development with community dialect speakers and English language learners needs to be monitored, and they need to receive really conscientious and productive feedback. That while students are writing, if we're walking around and assisting and coaching, that's not policing, that's being actively engaged as their language mentor and coach. So I'm adamant about the need for really monitoring and providing productive feedback. And productive feedback needs to be offered not only on their writing, but also on their oral language. So in this program, we really focus on first front-loading and preparing them for the language that they'll need to accomplish a sophisticated task and adhering to complex syntax, grammar, and precise vocabulary. But then once students are placed in a meaningful context and they're supposed to be deploying those language skills, we're in a position where we have to be giving them positive feedback on language well executed, but also correcting them productively and fairly on language that wasn't carefully executed and helping them rise to the occasion. As you listen to her idea, I'd like you to be considering, do I agree with this idea or we disagree? If your idea is a lot like Selena's, then you can say, I agree with Selena's idea. Let's all say that. I agree with Selena's idea. Often we do need to disagree with someone, but we want to do it in a polite way. So one very polite way to do that is to say, I don't quite agree with Dr. Kinsella's idea, or I don't quite agree with Marcus's idea. So let's say that you don't quite agree with Marcus. What are you going to say to make it polite? Everyone?
No.
I don't quite agree with Marcus's idea. All right, thank you. Selena, if you could right now then, in your eloquent public voice, and please share your perspective.
One physical consequence of sleep deprivation for adolescents is having headaches constantly and always looking fatigued.
Right, having headaches constantly and always looking fatigued. I appreciated several things about her response. First, she used very precise words, constantly and fatigued. And she talked about that they have headaches constantly, and then she even elaborated on that result. Thank you for that very fine response.